Hey guys, summertime in the garden in Florida can be tough because we're looking at 100-degree weathers, but I don't have any problems since I've adapted some really simple techniques, and I have gardened through the whole summer. It's a beautiful thing to have all this produce going. But my first biggest tip is do not let your tower garden turn into monsters. Eat off them because bugs love to hide in the foliage. So keep them pruned, eat off of them. Like here, for instance, like my Brussels sprouts, I have pruned leaves back so that, see, all the leaves are pruned back. That just keeps less places for the bugs to hide. And I have things in all various stages. So like this lettuce, in a couple weeks, I'll harvest it whole, and then I'll put a new seed in there. And so there's a new seed. There's, a week old. Here's a new pepper. And there. Also, tip number 2 is switch over to cool weather crops. This is called Amara. This is a more of a tropical spinach, and it does have a little bit of a bitter mustardy flavor, but it's really delicious. Things like tatsoi. This is one that my kids will tell me, hey, make more, Mom, make more. Is there more? Last night I made a big pot of it. You can see I harvested a bunch of it. And the kids were like, is there more? Is there more? It's a really good. You gotta put some butter in it. That's the key to these leafy greens. Make sure you're harvesting and eating things before they get too big. Grow a lot of peppers because peppers love the heat. Go ahead and just put a string and tie it to the top so that your peppers don't pull out of the pot. So that contains the weight. Keep your tomato plants trimmed. I'm going to trim this one back again. And look, see how there's no foliage here? And I'll actually take this one off and throw it away because I don't want all, bugs to get all over this. I want this nice and clean. More peppers that I'm growing. Again, here's another pepper plant that I've got tied up. Basil loves the heat, so grow basil. Celery is going to do just fine in the tower garden. So I've got a couple of different celery plants. Cucumbers will adore the heat. And do you see how this cucumber here? I'm going to trellis this up. Again, I don't want it growing up and over the tower. I want to keep it nice and neat, and so I can prune it and keep the bugs off of it. And this is a Chinese cabbage. The oriental vegetables will do very well in the summer. And the other tip too is you're going to want to use half strength or quarter strength nutrients. Very important. Half strength if you're growing on 85-degree weather and up. Quarter strength if you're growing in 95-degree weather and up. But what I do, I just make it simple. I use full strength, and then I add water twice, 2 or 3 times. When it's this hot, and we're talking August hot. So I'll fill the whole thing up. I'll put 400 milliliters of A, 400 milliliters of B, and then when the water level gets a little low, I'll add some more water, but no nutrients. When it gets low again, I'll add some more water, no nutrients, and I'll do that probably one more time. Depends on how low it got. As long as you've got this nice, lush green foliage, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. When it starts to get pale, that's when you go and you question, did I add enough nutrients or is my pH off? But, so for instance, I'm leaving for vacation today, so I filled them up, added 400 of A, 400 of B, adjusted the pH on the, the lower range of where I'd want it to be, because it's going to go up for me, may go down for you. And then and my husband will add some water in a few days, and I have a friend coming when he leaves to join us on vacation to add water. But that is my tip. You guys grow your summer tower gardens. Just adapt your thinking a little bit. You don't want giant towers. You want to eat this produce. Don't let it get on there. Don't let it turn into a jungle. And that will force you also to get this wonderful food into your body.